From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Friday, July 10th, 2015. Silver is trading at $15.44 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,163 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $288. Antiwar.com reports with the July 10th deadline for the P5+1 nuclear negotiations coming up today, officials have reported yet another extension. Iran reported that the extension was for 4 additional days. Secretary of State John Kerry confirmed this but did not provide details on the timetable, insisting only that the U.S. will not be rushed. This is an odd insistence because all indications from the past couple of weeks were that the July 10th deadline was more or less exclusively America's idea, and U.S. negotiators were the ones desperate to get a deal done. Over the past day, however, U.S. demands appear to have shifted dramatically, preventing a likely deal and causing a new extension. And it would not be a U.S. statement on the ongoing talks if they did not involve a threat to walk away from negotiations outright, which Kerry once again said was possible, insisting that despite his previous aversion to being rushed, the U.S. would not let the talks continue forever. That the U.S. appears to have entirely torpedoed this deal in the last couple of days by overtly changing their demands is risky, and has Russian officials saying the new delays are the fault of Western nations, not Iran. It seems unlikely that the U.S. could actually pull out from the talks without major diplomatic repercussions, particularly when they were so close to a deal just days ago. On the other hand, it is unclear why the U.S. has decided to withdraw from the prior deal, and whether this is some gamble on the quick Iranian concession or an effort to greatly prolong the negotiations.
For over 35 years, Roberts & Roberts has been a trusted source for buying and selling your investment-grade precious metals. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and permanently removed the minimum purchase order for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on investing and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 850-478-5270 or online at rrbi.co.
UPI reports a study released Thursday found up to 80% of girls in some state juvenile justice systems have a history of physical or sexual abuse. The study, The Sexual Abuse to Prison Pipeline, The Girl's Story, found sexual abuse is among the primary predictors of a girl entering the juvenile justice system, but the systems are ill-equipped to handle the problems. The report recommends law enforcement no longer pursue prostitution charges for girls who have been sexually trafficked. The authors of the report say boys receive more attention than girls involved in criminal behavior because there are fewer girls in detention centers and crimes by girls are usually not violent. The report chastises state and local police that call for arresting girls for prostitution, truancy, or running away as a means of punishing them rather than helping them.
In 2115 New England, there are no borders, no states, and no regulations, yet never has a more peaceful and prosperous place existed. But Mr. Drake's security company has seen better days. Faced with the prospect of waning power, Mr. Drake intends to replace the anarchy of New England with a government. But at what cost? And can anyone stop him? Anarchy in New England by Joe Jarvis is available from Amazon.com and all major bookstores.
Reuters reports data breaches at the U.S. government's Personnel Management Agency by hackers, with suspicion centering on China, involves millions more people than previously estimated, according to U.S. officials. The Office of Personnel Management said data stolen from its computer network included Social Security numbers and other sensitive information on 21.5 million people who have undergone background checks for security clearances. The breach had already been considered one of the most damaging on record because of its scale and, most importantly, the sensitivity of the material taken. Those exposed include 19.7 million people who applied for clearances, current, former, and prospective federal employees and contractors, plus 1.8 million non-applicants, mostly spouses or cohabitants of the applicant. Lawmakers from both major parties demanded that the Office of Personnel Management Director Catherine Archuleta be removed. Archuleta said neither she nor OPM Chief Information Officer Donna Seymour would be resigning, and the White House said Obama retains confidence in Catherine Archuleta. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.